Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be using Simon Says Stamps December 2019 card kit, the one with all the little gnomes in it. So stinking cute. I'm going to be making 10 plus cards with this, and I'm just going to jump right into card number one. And for the card kit came with this awesome paper, and I do use it through about half of it, but I did want to make some of these little gnomes that come in the stamp set. I absolutely think they're so adorable, but I just really wanted to do some bright colors because I'm all red and greened out, and I love the black and red, but I really wanted to do some really bright greens and pinks. So I colored up my gnomes with the greens and the pinks. I used my Copic markers, and now I am using some of the paper from my stash. And the paper right there with the little flowers on it, that little background, is a strip that's a Lawn Fawn pack there in the back, and it was I think it's their Christmas paper from last year or the year before, and then the rest of it is just some bright colors that I have in my stash. And I made a couple banners here, and I'm just going to kind of layer stuff up. I also white heat embossed some of the snowflakes from the stamp set that came in your kit, and now I'm going to pop up my Gina Marie flag on some fun foam. I also stamped my sentiment gnome for the holidays on another one of those flag dies, popped up my little gnome in the presents, and there is a close-up of that one all finished. Love these. I love these little gnomes. They are so stinking cute. For the next one, we're still on the bright colors. This one is the pink and the darker green. I have my images that I have all colored up with the tree and the other guy. Kind of had them matching. I used I'm trying to think of which one that is. Maybe I can get close enough to it. I don't know. I can't remember what the name of that one, that pink archival ink is, but very bright. Goes perfectly with my little scene here. I've got my panels all done. Just figuring out where to put the sentiment. And this one kind of went by faster because I was too busy looking at the ink for me to really tell you anything about it. But basically, it's just putting the images over dry embossed with, those are like snowflakes and stuff in the background, and then popped up on some pink. For the third card, I wanted to use a little home because I like that gnome for the holidays sentiment, so I needed a gnome home. So this is one of my La La Land little houses that I absolutely think is so stinking cute. And there's like a whole bunch of, if you haven't checked that one out, there's different sets that you can buy to decorate that, and so you can make it look Halloweeny, you can make it look like spring, you can do Christmas, you do all kinds of stuff with these little houses. So I think they're just a really good staple to have in your stash. And there's a bunch of different places that make those. I think I want to say Lawn Fawn has one, MFT has one. There's a bunch of different places where you can get these little houses that you can decorate for the holidays. But there's my No Place Like Gnome, and just using the little house and the little characters, and then placing them in a little scene. And now I made this one because I've got a December birthday that I needed to have a card for December, and I thought this was super cute because I thought this gnome was adorable. So I decided to replicate it, and I'm going to use the snowflakes, white heat emboss all over the back, have the Gnomey at the bottom. I'm going to pop that onto a black A2 size card base. I've also already used the die, and I'm using papers from what came in the kit. This Merry Christmas is a Spellbinders die that I have in my stash, but I believe we got one from Simon Says a while back, because I know I have another Merry Christmas that's very similar to this, but this just happened to be the one that was on my desk, so I used this one. I'm going to place a little wobbler on the back of him. And I did notice, just a FYI, if you do this, is to put it kind of higher. Put it more like right behind his nose. Because if you do more behind his beard, then he tilts backwards. So you want it kind of more behind his nose, where you want that wobbler to go. And then he'll sit up straight. Now on to the next card. I have this die that I picked up last spring. I have all these Christmas dies that I picked up at the Scrapbook Expo, and this is the first time I've ever used it. And it cuts that Merry banner out into different sections. It's got like all three of them, so I cut it out 3 different times from 3 different papers, and now I'm just layering them all together at the bottom just to kind of create a little banner scene at the bottom. And I will put the center of the R's back in with the black paper. I just couldn't find them at the time when I was making this, but the photograph shows it with the the center of the R's back in where they're supposed to be. I'm going to pop up a couple more of my little gnomes that I colored in. These ones are more traditional, red and green. I stamped Christmas to go with the Merry, and that will complete that card. And see in the close-up there, the paper is back where it's supposed to be. And now we're on to the next card. So there's some cut aparts that come in the paper pack that they give you in your kit. And these are the two. So I stamped Gnome for the holidays at the top. Oh, sorry, Gnome Better Holiday at the top, white heat emboss that. Now I'm just going to layer up. I'm going to do exactly the same thing on two different cards. One's going to have a red, one's going to have the black. I cut corners, I matted them on cardstock, and now I'm placing down just a matte, black matte behind this one and a red matte behind the other one, and that is going to call it good. That was two very quick cards that no time at all, simple design, fast, and there are actually 4 cut aparts in that paper pack, so you could do that 4 times if you wanted to make a bunch of quick cards. There they are. For my next card, this one was a little more involved. I had an idea. I like this paper pack, and it's got those bright, unconventional Christmas colors that I seem to be drawn to this year. And so I decided to make my own background. I did some white splatter on it to just make it look like snow in the background. I'm using one of the papers as a background from the actual paper pack that I showed you there at the beginning. And that's one from last year. I got it at Michael's, and I just really liked the colors. Now I'm going to silver heat emboss the trees and the Christmas sentiment at the bottom. And then originally I was going to use him, but he covers up my tree in the middle, so I went and colored another one of the little tree because I think he's adorable. I've got that very bright pink paper in the back. I don't know why Christmas this year I am just like all over the place on my color scheme. I have popped up wishing you a very wishing you a very happy Christmas. There we go. Or a very Merry Christmas. I can't read it from here. And I pop that up, and then my little guy is going to get popped up right on top of that. I'm using the Nuvo pen to create areas where I can add this rock candy glitter and create like kind of sparkly snow on some stuff, and that will complete that one. It's got some dimension to it. It's got some sparkle to it. I think it actually came out really cute. On to the next one. So I had already made my little gnome there with the cute colors. So I'm going to finish it off by making a little scene for him. Now the 2 extra dies that you see up there at the top, one of them is, I think, a magnolia. It's a little magnolia tree from Magnolia Stamps. And then the other one is just like a word bubble that I had picked up that Tuesday morning. I've added a couple of snowflakes that I have a punch. It's a Martha Stewart punch. Put a couple pink gems in the center of that, and that was just kind of quickly just using that same paper pack and made just, I think this one and this one are my favorite cards out of the whole stash. So it's another one of the dies that I had in my stash that I don't have labeled. I'm not sure where I got it from, but it says Believe, and it's real big. So it's perfect for like the landscape style cards. Fits on the bottom. It's an A2 size card base. And I cut it out from the paper in the paper pack, also twice from white cardstock. And then after I did all that, I realized I wanted it to be popped up even more, so I went and cut it out of black fun foam and then layered it on top of the black fun foam. So that gave it a nice dimension. Got a couple more snowflakes that I used my Martha Stewart punch on, and these ones are with the white sparkly paper. I'm going to place those. And then I just wanted like a bunch of those adorable gnomes all with the paper in the back. I think it came out super cute. And there is that card. So now this is the end of all of the cards that I made for you, so we're just going to run through them real quick. And I just want to let you guys know that I really do appreciate you stopping by. I hope this gives you a few more ideas to use with your card kits. If you haven't already, I know I'm a little bit late with this one. Been working on a lot of projects lately, and I feel like I'm not giving my card kits any love and attention, so I have a few days off this week, and so that is my goal, is to get through the 2 more card kits that I have sitting here besides this one. Hopefully I will get that done. And here are all the last of the cards. I didn't put the birthday card in here because I had to send it out. Like I said, I have a birthday this month, so I sent that one out. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you again real soon with the next card kit video. Yeah, so have a great day. Bye-bye.